strap.
The day before. On the day before, we cleaned up and set up the framework of the table to get an idea of the dimension. I guess today I just need to do the groceries. I wrote everything down on a shopping list, so we then went for a quick lunch to fuel ourselves in order to get the errands done. For the first step, we went to the flower shop to prepare the flower arrangement. The flowers of choice were inspired by this beautiful bouquet my sister gave me on my actual birthday. I really like the muted and fresh colors, which fit perfectly to my cottagecore theme. After that, I had to get some supplies from IKEA. And of course, we couldn't leave IKEA without having a veggie dog. After that, we came to the most time-costly part, getting the groceries. So this is my shopping list. I have everything planned out here. I highly recommend getting the groceries done at least one day before, stressing getting it done. I made the mistake to buy the produces one day before, but ended up not finishing everything. So I was kinda stressed out to having to go to the supermarket another time on the actual day of the event, which in turn made me lose a bunch of time for prepping the foods. For the groceries, I have written down all the servings and produces I needed for my planned dishes. A few weeks before, I've assembled a menu. I took my inspirations from cookbooks, Instagram, and Pinterest, where I focused mostly on the aesthetic compositions. But I will show you my planned dishes later at the cooking process. On the actual day, I bought the mains, bread and butter. I went to Sophie the bakery for fresh bread. Here is the bread. We got 2 baguettes, 1 Berlin bread, and 1 Miche bread. And for butter, I went to Lindner. This is a secret tip. Go to Lindner for the freshest butter in town. Ever since my trip to Copenhagen, I envisioned whipped butter for my birthday table, so that's why I got a bunch of fresh butter. Best butter in town. And for the last stop, I picked up my birthday cake. I actually got super disappointed because I was the most excited about my birthday cake, which I've ordered 2 weeks ahead of time. I manifested this cake so much that I put it as my main theme on my invitation flyer. But unfortunately, the pastry artist got sick and couldn't finish my cake order, which was supposed to look like these. But the good thing is, I got it almost for free in the end. Now comes the fun part, the cooking process. As I mentioned before, I've assembled a little menu that, in the end, were all taken from the cookbook Simple by Otto Lengi. I wanted a casual sharing food experience consisting of small plates, cheeses, and the main theme, bread and whipped butter. But now let's get to the actual dishes. Okay, so this is the miso butter I came up with. I prepared 1 miso butter, 1 vegan leek butter, and plain butter. Okay, I'm gonna quickly explain how I made the miso butter. So first, you're gonna have your butter, and then you're gonna stir it very slow, and then you're gonna add the white miso paste, and then you're gonna stir it for another 2 or 3 minutes on slow, and then you're gonna add some buttermilk, and then it gets very creamy. So first of all, I blended the ends of 3 to 4 leeks, a handful of spinach and chives, some oil and some salt into a blender for 5 minutes, and then poured everything into a saucepan and heated it up. Afterwards, I strained everything through a thin sieve, and then you're gonna pour the green infused oil into the butter and mix everything on slow and then speed it up. In the end, you can also add some flaky salt for the looks and the taste. Now let's get to the actual dishes. First of all, we have burrata with grilled grapes. I attached the recipe so you can recreate it. Unfortunately, I didn't film all the steps, but here are some clips I still have from testing the recipes. For the second dish, we have cherried roasted tomatoes with cold yogurt. This looks so simple, but actually I got the most compliments for this dish. All the spices and the zesty kick from the lemon bring this dish to a different level. Then I was considering roasting some sort of cabbages, but after testing some recipes, I came to the conclusion that it's a very inconvenient dish to share among so many people. Alternatively, we decided to prepare the whole roasted cauliflower by Ottolenghi.
Meister.
Tata ist nämlich der Connoisseur.
And last, but clearly not least, it was time to assemble everything on my birthday table. Well, this indeed was the most stressful birthday I've ever planned, but in the end, I was really proud of myself to have managed everything and having shared my cookings and visions with my loved ones. It was an unforgettable birthday, and I hope that I could inspire you to also plan something special on your next birthday to make more memories while aging.